Hi friends, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel. Today, I'm gonna be talking about how to load, upload, and edit in iMovie. And this is a basic beginner video for folks who've never used iMovie or have only used it a few times. So there's a few tips and tricks and ways that you can edit really quickly and efficiently. And this video is going to be me showing you how I edit. So it's an edit of an edit. It's so cool. Anyway, there'll be some transitions. I will show you at the end, if I haven't taken up too much time, how to add music as well and how to add that and then duplicate that. However, I may just keep it really basic so that you can really learn, and we're gonna do a flip of the switch. So you're gonna be looking at my screen as I upload the video. You're gonna watch that upload, how I drag it in, and how I start editing in iMovie so that you can do the same thing. And anybody can do a YouTube video and upload it to YouTube. We'll do this video, and I have already made my thumbnail. So making thumbnails are really easy in Canva. So, you can do that in Canva. And if you have any questions, or if you want like a personal tutorial, I'm happy to do that. My son and I, Ben Campbell's channel over on YouTube, we're at like video number 69. I think today's day 70 of doing 70 videos in 70 days. We're actually doing 100 videos in 100 days. And so we started in January 15th to be exact. So we have done a lot of videos, and it's pretty exciting, and you do get better with time. And if you challenge yourself, you can get better and better every day. So this is a kind of a quick minute for us to just take a step back and learn what happens at the back of the scene, how I edit and how I do that in iMovie. Now, Ben is using a different program that's actually pretty cool. I have not taken the time to learn that program, and he can do a lot more fancy things with that. But this is kind of a basic learner, teacher, teach you how to do something way to edit a video and to do those kind of basic videos. So hope this helps. And if you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy this. So we'll break away here. All right, so here we are at this home screen, and iMovie is right down here, as you can see. And we're gonna pull iMovie up, and you can see I've had a lot of, we'll silence that. So we have had a lot of other videos that I've done. So you just click on your plus sign and create combined videos and movies. And then you're going to pick which library. I pick iMovie library. And then it's, if you've never done it before, your library will be pretty empty. So you're gonna click on that and just let it, I've got a lot of things in there. So you're just gonna let that go. And then if you haven't named that, a lot of times you'll have to name it. So this is your import. Okay, so this is where you're gonna have all of your, the videos, any data, any information, you're gonna put right in here. So I've already downloaded the video that I just showed you, and I'm gonna drop it in here, and you can see it heads up right there, right? So that's the video. And then this is where you drag and drop all your clips, all your transition, all your titles, all your music. And so since we don't have a lot of additional edits, I'm gonna just drag it in here. And for me to get it to be like really good editing, slide by slide, I like to say, I always kind of go over here to the middle, sort of. And then remember, your icons are all the way over here, and just make sure your screen is centered so that you can go over here. Now, this little bar with the left and right arrows allows you to kind of pick where your video starts. And whenever I shoot a video, I always kind of clap my hands to see how that is. I clap so that I know, okay, and then as soon as I smile, that's most likely gonna be my beginning. Because that's just how I do it. Now, you may frown, you may do something else, but Then I start here and I kind of like play the video. So here we go. And we're gonna have that. Coming back to my channel today, I'm gonna be talking about how to load, upload, and edit in iMovie. And this is a basic beginner video. And so here's how we start. And so I'm gonna show you some really easy edit tools. One of them is to do a split. So when you split, what you do is you're gonna pick a spot to split. I kind of like to pick a spot where my mouth doesn't look weird. So I'm gonna split like right here. And what I mean is I'm going to split these and separate them and create a space. And so you do the Command B for that split, and then it lets you edit this screen in this section and this section separately. So I always like to highlight, and then you can go up here to this crop. And so you can see it has fit, which means it'll do the exact fit, or you can do crop to fill. And crop to fill gives you that kind of like, that like close-up stutter that you see in all these great YouTube videos. So it just makes it a little bit closer, and I use that a lot. Sometimes I'll use the Ken Burns effect and it'll pan the photo and make it kind of look like live action. So see how you can see the difference there? So let's go back here and you can see how that looks. See? So see from here? See, that is a YouTube trick. And what it does is it keeps the attention of the viewer. And so we do that so that it doesn't look completely flat and boring. It adds some character and texture and motion to your video that you're shooting. And it keeps the attention of the viewer, because let's face it, most people have a 15-second, sound bites because they're so used to social media. So I like to, on videos like this, do this several times throughout the video, so we can keep going and do a little bit more. And yeah, just remember, you have to kind of drag if you're using a Mac. So look, you can edit, go back here. See how I'm kind of smiling? So I love that to be a spot where I'm gonna split that, and then I'm gonna edit this and make this one a little bit closer. So a friend of mine said you should always try to get to the edge of the screen. So I kind of try to do that. So now I'm a little bit closer. So see how that goes? So it doesn't really matter what I'm saying. What matters is that you're watching me edit. Now look, watch. See? And it's really fun to do that. And it's super easy. Me showing you how I edit. So it's an edit of an edit. It's so cool. Anyway. So that is that. Now, let's say you want to do something fancy. So see how I'm pointing my finger here, and I'm gonna split this, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create what's called a transition. So you go up to the bar here, and you go over to transitions, and you can have all these kinds of transitions. You can hover over this and it'll tell you what it does. Hover over this and it does that. Hover over this. Does that. So since I was pointing, maybe because it's a point, maybe you want to swap that out. So I can add this transition right here. And then now it not only changes the screen, but it also swaps. Watch. It's so cool. Anyway, there'll be So see how fun that is? And so you can actually edit and make your video look really cool. And I hope you have fun with that. And there are some other ways that you can also do that. Some transitions. I will show you at the end, if I haven't taken up too much time, how to add music. I think it's fun to add music, so I will show you that real quick too. And then, in this video, I didn't really have it prepared that well, so I was doing a lot of ums, but here's another So here's how I'm like, okay, so I'm moving my hand a little bit, so we can go a swipe left, but we have to, remember we need to insert that. So I have to Control B, and I have to swipe left, and then again, I want to edit this, but instead of going one way, I'm just going to go left a little, So here we go. Add that and then duplicate that. didn't take. Wait, here, let's just see if it did.
Add that and then duplicate that.
So here we go. Let's try to get that to take a little bit. So play that.
How to add that and then duplicate that.
Oh yeah, it did. Very subtle. See how subtle that was?
Basics so that you can really learn. And
so that's really fun.
Of the switch, so you're going to be
There's
looking at my screen as I upload the video. You're going to watch that upload, how I drag it in, and how I start editing in iMovie, so that you can do the same thing.
So here's, I'm going to show you how to add some titles. You just got to pick which title is the one you like. I like this one because I think it's fun and it gives you this little background here with the gray, and then it titles it up. And so you can do that, and then sometimes I don't do the description because sometimes in the movie the description,
anybody can do a YouTube video and upload it to YouTube.
Just takes time.
We'll do this video, and I have already made my thumbnail. So making thumbnails are really easy in Canva. So you can do that in Canva. And if you have any questions, or if you want like a personal tutorial, I'm happy to do that. My son and I, Ben Campbell's channel over on YouTube, so
you can add another title since I named Ben Campbell on YouTube. So, if it's something important, you can do that, and so edit that again.
Day 70 of doing 70 videos in 70 days. We're actually doing 100 videos in 100 days, and so we started in January 15th to be exact. So we have done a lot of videos.
And so then, since we're bragging, so then I just wanted to go back here and show you how to do a background. So here's the background. So what you can do is pick a background, and you can layer a background. So I want to show you how to layer a background. So let's say you layered a background in here, but you can also just layer it right. You can layer it and add it right here. And then what you can do is you can add a title to it. And then you have to, if you add a title to it, you have to add it like this because it won't add it, but you can, 100 videos in 100 days challenge. So then you can add that. So you have this, and then it goes straight to that. And then there's no audio because I didn't overlay an audio.
We started in January 15th to be exact. So we have done a lot of videos.
So there's some really cool things that you can do here. And then I want to show you really quick how to add the sound, because I think that's important, because we're almost done basically. So I want to show you how to go up here and add sound. So I have these already loaded in. And what you have to do is Google how to load your music into, your iTunes. And so you have to have your computer accessible through iTunes. You have to load that and make sure it's accessible, and then you can get music. And we use Creative Mix. We use a free bunch of free music. I have done one video with actually stuff that you're supposed to pay for, so I can't actually go public with it. But here's a bunch of stuff that I've already loaded. On a video like this, it's pretty easy, pretty lo-fi, low key. So like French Morning is kind of cool. It's got a cool vibe. It's like, hey, let's get to it. So what you do is you just drag it. I mean, it's so easy. And if you don't like the beginning of something, you can actually just drag it, make it shorter, make it longer. And then I always just like try to play it and make sure. See how it's too loud? So then you wanna, before you copy it, because you're gonna copy it, and because it's not as long as the whole video is. So what you're gonna do is add that. So you're gonna add that and then play it.
back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about how
And I'm not very loud, so I'm going to make sure I'm louder also. So you can drag this and make it louder, a lot louder, which you definitely need to make sure that it's loud enough for, you know, your channel. So 251 is, people can turn the volume down, but 251 is sort of my sweet spot. I really like that. It's easy to get the sound to that spot. I start at 400 and I just back it up. And it just seems like that's the best sound for me, is 251. It just sounds the best. And so I just make sure I change all my stuff to have that 251 on it. And yeah, so there's this last one. So make sure it has 251, which is super easy. And then, yeah, and this is a long video, but you know, it took me probably 4 hours to do my first. And so see how this music kind of drops off? I know it drops off, so, and I don't like drop off music. So I'm just gonna drag it to where it kind of stops there. And then I'm just gonna highlight that and just do Command C for copy. And then you're gonna go right in front of that and then do a Control V. And then you're gonna just drag it this way so that you can get it to where your video stops, which is about right there. And then, yeah, your video's kind of done. And then, but you wanna edit yourself out of there. Make sure you're done. Like, make sure that, you know, it is how you want it to end. So, there you go. I don't want people to see me leaving, so all I want is people to see my smile. And so then I go like that, and then I keep dragging that, and then I brand it. So I have a brand, so I add my brand media here and here because we're in real estate and I want people to know we're in real estate. And then again, I do a fit screen on those, so brand it here and make sure I do a fit screen because otherwise it does Ken Burns effect. And then I do a fit screen here. And then make sure, same thing, fit screen. You can do a Ken Burns effect on that one. I'll show you how that looks. It looks kind of cool. And then I want to make the music go all the way to the end. And then maybe a little bit longer because I'm going to show you I do a couple transitions here. So first of all, I like a transition at the very end. And then I like a spin out or a spin in for something like that. So here's the end, so watch.
go away here.
See how it spins? Very cool to spin in, and then it just does the mosaic as the end. And one of the things that is kind of a signature for me is a mosaic beginning now. And so here's my mosaic beginning, and there you go. That is how you do a YouTube, how you can edit an iMovie. And then when you are ready and when you feel like you have that all done, then what you can do is you go up, you go here to the beginning, you go to edit, and you go to select all, and it highlights it. And then what you're gonna do is go to the upper corner here, see this? And it's a little arrow with an upper box. It gives you a choice, 4 choices. You're gonna do export file, and you need to name your file. So this is iMovie editing tutorial. And then I'm gonna make that I small because that's the way iMovie is. I'm gonna save it, and then that's how it's gonna show up on my desktop. So it's gonna show up right in here on the desktop. And you can play music while we're doing that.
Hi friends, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel. Today,
Cool, right?
I'm gonna be talking about...
It's very cool. So it just takes a few minutes to upload that. And then, yeah, if you want a video on how to then get it into YouTube and do that, just let me know and I'm happy to do that. And as always, be safe, be happy, and be home in Idaho.